Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Season 2 of Gaming with Scott presents Fantasy Weekly, Book 2, To Save an Empire, a Southgate Media podcast. Join us each week as our favorite self-proclaimed members of the King's Guard blaze a trail of adventure from the shores of King's Fjord into the fantastic world beyond. Starring Joshua Jackson, Kelly Caudill, and John Kennedy, with guest stars Jason Murray and Rico Suarez. With me, Scott Troiano, running the table as the Game Master. Epic fantasy adventures await you just beyond this music.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gaming with Scott. We've recovered our character sheets. I am here with John Kennedy.
Hello.
Kelly Caudill. Hello. And Joshua the Shark Jackson.
Joshua the Shark
I like it.
Jackson.
The Sharknado.
I ain't no shark.
Oh, okay. The lobster roll.
The lobster.
Lobster roll.
Lobster.
Yeah, you go lobster roll.
LAWB
Lob.
STUH.
Lobster.
Lobster.
Lobster roll.
Lobster.
Yeah, go park the car in Harvard Yard. What?
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
The car in Harvard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lobster.
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 Yeah, it's lobster.
Like you're going to lobster.
Yeah, we get some.
Lobster.
Yeah, let's
There
get
it
some
is.
donuts. Get some bear claws.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
It's
All right,
terrible.
I'm done with this. This is it.
All right, so here we are. We're underwater, right? We're in the Undersea
The
Kingdom.
shack.
We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off. I can't take this shit anymore.
AHK.
AHK.
Shock.
Ock.
Like SHOCK, like shock.
But no, you said AHK.
Right,
Ock.
with the fin on the back, the shock.
Yeah, shock.
Yeah.
Talk.
Right.
All right, what are we doing?
What are you doing? Where were we last time?
We just told
You guys were just fitting up.
Yeah, in the locker room. And that
No, I'm using that. I'm releasing that as a trailer. Oh, look at how that works.
yeah, Princess was feeling us up and gave him a short sword right in the keister.
You're right in the keister's a medical term. It's like a scabbard on the belt, only it's a little bit shorter. It's a keister. It's for your keys. It keeps your
Shut
keys
up.
and chains, some valuables.
Damn it. All right, so we're still in that locker room. He just got his short sword.
Okay, you guys got your armor and stuff back. You got a short sword. Mm-hmm. You guys have your regular gear.
Yep.
Yep.
We're all good?
They did recover your sword.
Oh yeah, because I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
recovered all of our standard
recovered
gear,
all of your
and then
gear.
I
Yeah, because
traded.
the weirdest greeter in the world, which is a giant kraken. That was their greeter.
Yeah.
Welcome to Walmart.
And I traded one of my steel short swords for one of their short swords that's kind of bluish tinted, and I don't know how it works
I
yet.
kind of wanted to trade my sword for one of their guts because these guys have been jerks so far. And,
Murder.
I don't think it's murder at this point. It feels like war.
Yeah, whatever.
Kind of feels like we've graduated
I
a bit.
think what we need to do.
Gradually
I think what we
stepped
need
up.
to do is convince them that we don't need to participate in their little war and go back to doing what we were.
That's the
doing
other thing
already.
too. It feels like we got drafted. And I know they offered us a choice, but it feels like we didn't have a choice. It feels like we're as you put it, we're mercenaries. But it feels
But-
more sort of like
Phil, we have no other way out, though. We're in compression chambers of air, and there's no other air around, and we don't control the flow of the air.
I know, but
So we have no
in theory,
choice.
We're
I
slave
could learn
soldiers
how to
at this
use
point.
this
Yeah,
air,
but if we're wrong on a theory, then we die, and I'd rather get out of
You
the
are
water
quite
first.
right.
Just saying.
okay. Well, yeah, I want to get out of the water too, but unfortunately, it's really, really far up to the surface.
I know. That's why we're going to catch a
not that
ride on
far.
the Kraken.
it wasn't that far.
Well, I don't know. I look to the
What,
princess.
30 meters?
Hey, I'm going to look to the princess and be like, so you're going to give us travel over to this land, I take it? How will we get there?
Yeah, how are we getting there?
We will provide you with air to breathe,
Okay.
and then steeds to ride.
Can you teach me how to do that?
Are these-
I am quite confident in magic. I think I could do it.
We touch you with the rod, and then
Of course you do.
you
So it's not a spell.
no.
So you have big seahorses? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
I like this. Awesome. So when we go and look into this big bad and we finish it, all that, how do we get back to you?
With the horses.
Just say, hi-oh, silver away, and they'll go back home. That's the gist?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So with what we're going into, do we need anything else? I mean, we have our own equipment, all this stuff, but we have no idea what we're walking into.
The king and queen of the other realm have been subjugating us, launching war upon us, and have been. There are many of the tribes that have been coerced into serving.
You do realize that we're going to ask them their side of this story, right? We don't just take anybody's word at face value. We've learned the hard way how dumb that is.
What are you suggesting?
I nudge Sparrow a little bit, and I'm just like, just be all right.
Yeah, because I kind of expect them to go, I hope they figured it out. All right, kill him again.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
They exchange a few. Her guards exchange a few looks.
So you want to tell us the real version of this story, or when we ask them, are we going to get that? Because, like I said, we don't
of course
take
they're
things
going to lie to you.
Yeah, well, you probably are too, though. That's the problem here.
Okay, you're right.
Wow, that's the easiest investigation ever. Wow. One mystery we've solved.
You know your way back to the cells, I take it? And she and her guard walking
No,
into the wall
hold on,
of water.
we're being a little hasty here. Let's talk a roll for charisma so we don't get locked back in the frickin' cells. 10 plus 15. With the charisma skill and all that stuff.
Okay. She stops. Her last two guards still in the air. She turns around and steps back out of the water and goes, I'm sorry.
No, we apologize. We have been lied to a number of times by a number of people. We just want to make sure that we are on the right side and making sure we are not being used for evil. That is all we are trying to do.
Both sides have engaged in egregious things. Neither side is right. Her side has amassed several of the tribes of merfolk under the water. Who is to say there is no light and dark in this conflict?
But shades of gray.
She has amassed power, and the king for which she serves is quite mad and is going to destroy the majority of our culture and what we have underneath the sea. We want you to help us overthrow them. We've done terrible things. They've done more terrible things. There is no good in this particular body of water anymore. If you're looking for, we were told, and you're just, if you're looking for spotless.
About good and evil. I care about truth.
No.
Well, we'll find whatever that truth is. My question is, what do we bring back to show you that we have succeeded?
Their heads.
Hopefully it's not a long ride, but okay. Yeah, so Sparrow, let's just...
I need a piece of kelp.
Yeah, let's mount up and let's just...
She reaches out the window and goes, no, here you go.
Thank you.
And pulls in a piece of foot long,
Wrap
2
it
foot
around my
long
arm
strand.
and kind of pin it.
Okay.
Okay.
For magic.
Oh, okay.
Radish, Sparrow, are we ready to mount up and go?
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I, for one, would love to help out this kingdom because, they're great guys.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
Sure, let's do
For
this.
the listener, that I winked
There
when
was
I
a
looked
wink
at Kelly.
there.
I just realized it doesn't translate well. It's just sort of like wink,
Yeah,
wink.
my enthusiasm cannot be contained.
No. What is the name of your kingdom?
We are the Sheelites.
The Sheelites. I don't. Go Sheelites.
Go Sheelites.
We are a tribe of.
Have our chronicler write that shit down for us.
Thank you. All right, we are ready to go.
The queen waves her hand, and there's a wand in it that was not there previously.
Ooh.
She comes by and taps each of you on the forehead.
She's a bright.
Nice. No. It's actually a wand. It's actually a rod, so it does not drip with magic or anything like that. That would do. It's not like Voldemort's wand or Harry Potter's wand or.
You Phoenix Feather Core.
I was going to say it was not Dark Elm with a Phoenix Feather Core, or half of a Phoenix Feather Core,
Only half.
because there's a pair.
They share. Don't touch.
Because those were puffins or poppins or what do they call them?
Porgs.
Porgs, which I thought was just the dumbest animal.
Oh, they were
And
cute.
Chewie was eating them. It's all good.
Was he eating them like popcorn? I thought he was.
He ate one of them.
He roasted one of them.
Looked like a
Oh,
freaking pheasant. It was hilarious.
It did. It was funny.
Yeah.
It's like they were little puffins, only covered with fur, and they looked different.
They were popcorn size.
They were. You just eat a whole handful at a time.
Oh.
So, she steps out into the wall of water, as do the other guards.
I do too.
Kelly's just into dying from the pressure.
Wait,
here.
no, I was just thinking, I do
No, I
too.
gotta test
like,
this
Kelly
theory.
just left. Like, Kelly, I'm joining them, guys.
No,
Sorry.
I got to test this theory.
Kelly
Does this
walks
stuff
out
work?
there like, whatever.
Goodbye,
They're pretty
cruel world.
Does it? What's going on? I'm walking out into the water.
For a moment, you feel like you're going to be strangled. You feel like you're suffocating. And then it's almost as though something it gets in your nose, and you sneeze. And who's here? And you see a bubble forms sort of around your face, from sort of under your eye line down to your chin.
Snot bubble.
It's not a snot
It
bubble.
came out his nose. You can't say that. You don't know.
And but there's air.
Did you just
And
tell
you-
the GM you don't know?
DM.
It's his world. He literally just world built in front of us.
You
A whole
don't know.
new world.
And the water kind of pours in on the sides of your mouth, but never pours into your mouth.
Yep.
And it's sort of just kind of, and you're pulling air out of the water, or at least oxygen out of the water,
Out of the water.
down where it's hotter. Take it from me. No.
Can you guys hear me still?
And you hear,
I step out in the water.
okay.
Same thing.
No, you're like, and yours is somewhat of more of a cough than a sneeze. But yes, now the bubble is like, you're like,
Can you hear me?
and you two can hear each other well,
Yeah.
and you're like, me.
What?
Oh,
I take a huge breath and I'll step in after.
Okay, you
yours is a fart. A brown bubble comes out of your butt.
It smells horrible.
he who smelt it.
Delta. Can't smell in the water.
You shall forever be known as he who dealt it.
Anyway, so
Okay, you're holding your breath.
the big breath, step in, then I'll let it out.
Give me a Constitution roll.
I didn't say I was holding my breath. I just said I
Give me a
took
Constitution roll.
Dumbass.
8 plus 2 is 10.
Yes, that's simple math.
Yay!
Very good. Hey, Josh, he's so good.
You
He's
listen
a
here,
good
stroke boy.
I'm not the guy for 5 months who missed Star Trek because of stroke. What?
You know what?
Moving on.
I have patience.
I know you do.
Yeah.
And you keep. Nah, never mind. I was going to make a really
Don't
bad
you
mental.
do it.
I was going to make a really bad hospital joke about what he does with his patients.
Stop it. They love every minute of it.
And then I was like, "You're in
Conscious
an
or
assisted
unconscious?
living facility management business. That could get horribly bad.
They're still smiling.
It's a class action suit.
No.
Anywho.
So he
Only if they're
he
awake.
starts to hold his breath. And you know how when you hold your breath underwater, and then the little bubbles, like you're holding your breath, and from your nose they go, boop, boop, and you can't hold them in. You sneeze without
Oh, it's another snot bubble.
you sneeze, cough at the same time. You lose 3/4 of the air in your lungs. And you feel the fathoms pushing against your very soul. The edges of your vision get a little dark as the bubble forms around your face, and you can breathe again.
That was a hell of a trip. All right.
Clearly, it's some form of magic. Now,
Hey, I can hear you.
And he literally shouts out, "Hey,
I can hear you."
Like you would think that
we're underwater.
I know, right?
Can you lead us to the stables, please?
And they, no, the seahorses are right here, and they literally swim up. They're almost twice as big as you are.
Awesome.
You see
Thank
Radish's
you.
eyes just get really wide, and I admit Radish probably does bring his hands together like,
What do they look like? Are they all the same?
Yellowish, greenish, bluish.
Shotgun green.
I'll take yellow.
Whatever.
And
gonna
he's
name
like, and the other one.
I'm going to name mine Goldie. Goldie Hawn.
Oh, I'm going to name mine Slimer.
So, are you then going to kill your mount, slice its belly open, and stuff one of these two in it later?
That's Tauntaun. that was a animal from Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, Han.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. I
Not
heard,
Goldie Hawn, the Goldie Hawn inspired Tauntaun.
Right,
With
that's where
magnificent golden hair.
That's exactly where I went. You saw where you were
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
a
know
Je-
how he got here.
That's a
There it
Jeopardy answer right there.
It is.
Goldie Hawn. Yeah.
A Goldie Hawn. That's exactly what. Okay. This ought to keep you warm until I get the igloo built, because there is water way up in where the Eskimos live. This all ties together existentially.
We're getting there. We're getting
there, right? Hey, whale shark, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, whale shark.
Okay.
You're not even a real shark. You're an overgrown fish.
Come on, Slimer. We're getting out of this.
All right.
You're a whale who failed quality control.
You get on your mounts. The guards begin to swim. The queen says the guards will take you to the edge of our lands, and they will point you in the direction of the king and queen.
Okay.
You can't miss them.
Ominous. Okay, then we take off.
Okay. You're swimming. Let's just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Okay, you see me in a very frustrated look because we're still like the air bubble's only around our heads, right?
No, the air bubble is from under your eyes, around your cheekbones, and to just under your chin.
Yeah, so I pull up my journal, but I realize my journal's all wet, and I'm like, oh, because I want to write down notes and be like, oh, this is so cool. Oh, I can't write.
Wet paper bag. Oh.
Well, it's probably like vellum, so it'll dry out, but still,
I love how you
And then it'll be all
rationalize it.
crinkly.
the sad thing is when I have like my quill, like, let's put some ink in the water around me. Oh, darn.
Oh, it looks like an octopus. Just look at there.
And I find an
No
octopus.
more octopi, no more squid.
No, whoa. What?
No more kraken.
Did you know that his Philip Maltese Kraken was his name? Phil M. Kraken.
Phil McCracken.
Yes.
I hate you.
Thank you. So,
I hate you.
What's your name? Happy Gilmore. Yeah.
so everybody roll me a D20.
14.
I'm going to roll the blue one because we're underwater.
16. Way up north. Hey, I can't read.
Blue one, you're fired.
No,
What'd you write?
Or a
What'd you
five.
no,
roll a
I'll
5.
say that.
Okay. You're swimming along a reef. And the giant octopus,
Dang it.
I would say giant squid. Let's say giant squid. They're a little bit
Phil.
more mobile. Snarls out its tentacles, which go over, about, and around you. They come closest to snatching John. Ah! And then whoosh, they enclose about you. The Goldie Hawn ducks, shakes its tail vigorously, and fires out in front of the tentacles, and you are not nabbed.
Oh, good.
But it was very, very close. The guards all very nimbly evade the Philip, the large giant squid, and you continue to swim across. Not quite the ocean floor, but you're a little high up for the ocean floor. You'd say 40, 50 feet above the ocean floor. It's gotten deeper.
How far away from the surface?
Carry the one.
120, 130 feet. It looks
Close.
well, not like the top 5 feet, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
40, 50 yards.
Yeah. You're swimming along. Everybody roll me a d20.
Come on.
Just
15.
keep swimming. Just
15.
keep swimming.
6.
Alrighty. Once again, there's a long protrudence. Something shoots out from between a pair of rocks. It looks like a giant moray eel that snaps at the group. Comes closest to snapping the seahorse that is being ridden by Titus.
Yeah.
But yet, once again, deftly maneuvered. The steeds, it's almost as though they can feel the water moving. Each of you almost felt the pressure shift as it shot out towards you, and the group kind of scatters and regroups.
Well, these things are really smart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, more for an animal.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I had something to feed it.
You're swimming a little further along, and everybody roll me one more d20. Last one.
Got a bad feeling about this.
5.
4.
12.
The tentacle reaches
Crap.
and wraps around Radish's right leg.
Damn it,
and
Radish.
nearly pulls him off the mount. The suckers just pulling at your skin. Each of them, it feels like something, like an Indian burn?
Yeah.
Only it goes in all different directions at once.
Oh.
It's one of the weirdest sensations. You're like, well, that's not normal. Whoa! And he's off of his mount. He's down. And he's being pulled down into what looks like a sea of kelp. Let's roll initiative, shall we?
Thanks, guys. Your lightning-like reflexes is what you're known for in defense of your friends.
20.
Shut.
Is it a straight D20, or do we add our dex with that too?
D20 with a dex
Now,
modifier.
please remember that everybody got a +1 to their initiative permanently from a perk we got last
That's right.
time.
Yeah.
Wait, we did?
Yes.
12 then.
I didn't know that. Hold on.
Wait, we did?
Yes.
Well,
You told us after we drank one of the potions that was in the King's Larder that we each got a +1 to permanently to our
Yeah,
initiative.
because we got a nat 20 on it.
okay. That's actually pretty cool.
Because there was a chance we could have actually gotten, if we rolled a 1, you're all dead forever. You're permanently dead. In fact, now you, the players, must kill yourselves.
Going from a 15 to a 16, is that a higher?
Yeah.
From a 2 to a 3?
No, it's just your initiative, not your dex.
Oh, my bad then.
The initiative number itself goes up, not your dex.
Got it.
So my initiative went from +4, which is my dex bonus, to +5.
Okay.
Rolling these lovely
3.
Tomb of Annihilation dice.
I really want that
I
10.
rolled what?
No, you don't want that die. That die sucked.
No, my dice have sucked. It's
I rolled
weird.
a-
Normally they're good.
I rolled a 14 with the initiative modifier.
All right.
20.
John.
12.
12?
No, 13,
All right.
sorry.
Alrighty. John screams as the
This sucks!
yeah, pretty much as the air he's pulled back with enough force that the air bubble begins to pull away from his face.
That could happen?
Yeah, you know how I'm talking about. Like
Crap.
when you do your hand underwater real quick and it's got the bubble behind it, but if you go too fast, like the bubble can't seem to hold on. You're like, oh crap. Yeah, and he's like, and he starts to have that oh crap.
Yeah, this is John's come to Jesus moment.
There it is.
Although this guy is literally, Jesus, help me. No, man, I don't do water. I walk on water. I don't go under the water.
Yeah, it's a water-like thing. So the guards react very quickly. Not as quick as Sparrow does, but they're pretty darn quick. The group of you shoot down after John. What's your declaration? What you doing? That's good. What you doing?
Yeah. Love you too.
I'm going to summon fresh water onto the creature's face.
Ooh,
Ooh, that might distract it, actually.
interesting. John, what are you going to do other than
Draw a sword, and I strike what's grabbed me.
Nice. Already roll to hit, roll to cast, and roll to what are we doing again?
Let me say.
What are you doing?
I'll try to go and attack it.
With?
Sword.
Okay.
Or axe, whatever.
All right. So you try to spur your seahorse in that general direction. You kind of grab its appendages and
Okay, so
let's go this direction.
saying that I won't be doing anything this round then.
Well, you can jump off your seahorse, and it's not exactly below you, but you could swim a little into the direction that you could just dive down into the kelp forest without your horse.
No, I'm good.
Okay, just checking. I didn't know how daffy you wanted to be. It's okay.
Not that daft.
You might have been you might have been very daffy. Okay.
No.
How much does a weapon specialization add to your roll?
+1 for each level of weapon specialization.
Okay, so I'm at a +6 then, so I'm at a 13.
Yeehaw! All right, you swing and you hit the. It's not quite like iron root, but it's. You cut into it. What's your? Is it roll? Is it D8 or D12 for a sword? I think it was D8.
D8. I don't think the God Sword works on the special abilities from the God Sword work on this.
It's not a god yet.
Oh, wait, I fought the
It's
Kraken.
trying
Did I
really
absorb
hard.
any of the Kraken's blood into the blade?
You did not.
Oh, boo.
I know, right?
8 damage. Wait, is there any other bonuses to the blade?
Not at the moment.
Okay, then just 8.
All right, very nice. And that's a solid hit. All righty.
It's a whacker.
What'd you roll the cast?
17.
All righty. You feel a rush of warm water around you. which is really kind of. Yeah, you're like, oh, did somebody? Wait a minute, but it's clear.
Ooh,
and
it's
fresh.
Fiji brand water. Ooh,
Yeah, it's
this
Fiji.
Is nice.
This is it's like raspberry Fiji water. It's very good. Your seahorse doesn't seem to want to charge in towards it, but it's not exactly like everybody's going that way.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to encourage, or I mean, do you want to try to steer the thing? Do you want to give it the old spurs? Or you
Give it Spurs.
okay? Give me a roll. Roll me a d20.
11 plus anything else? Just 11?
Unless you have a equestrian.
I have riding. Riding level 2, so 13.
Okay, yeah, we'll take that. Roll me a d4.
Three.
Okay. It starts to buck wildly. It doesn't like what you're doing. You're like, well, this is how a horse. We would just, equestrian, and it's like, well,
Damn it, seahorse! You're in the same family, right?
Well, it's the C part of the.
That's it.
Oh, you meant the other part. All right. What's your next action?
What do I see grabbing me? Is it
It
the
is
squid
an
or
octopus leg. It's got suckers all over it. It's reached out to you and it's very long, much longer than you would think. Like an octopus is normally the size of this table. It's got to be 3-4 times that size.
Then I'm stabbing again because I don't want to get dragged into the beak. So
nice. You don't. What you doing this round?
I'm going to keep the fresh water up towards it because... Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep the fresh water up towards it.
What you doing this round?
Still trying to spur the horse on.
Okay.
Going to the direction I want.
Are you going to continue to use your vaunted riding skills, or are you going to try something completely different?
If the riding skills don't work, I'm still going to try. I'm still going to roll for it.
Well, right, but it doesn't seem that it's responding to your terrestrian riding skills. Like you're like, okay, well, I'll just, we can. This works with every horse that, and it's like, get off me.
No, understood. So essentially, there's nothing I can really do to get it to go.
Well, no.
Nothing that I have probably on my sheet that'll get it to go.
So are you going to try to, if it usually I pull to the right, go to the right, now I'm going to try to push to the right or pull to the left, or you can say, I'm going to violate every rule of training and I'm going to, pelvic thrust it to where I need it to be. I mean, I don't know.
it's just a jump to the left.
I can
And
try
then a step to the right.
I could try the exact opposite when trying to get it to go.
All right. Give me a roll. Add your riding in again. Actually, I'm sorry. Subtract your riding.
Okay.
Roll to continue casting. Roll for continuous casting.
Oh, God.
And roll to attack.
16.
9.
16.
15.
Okay. You're able to. That was subtracting your riding.
Yeah.
You're able to get it to go in that general direction, and it kind of gets I get it, and is now speeding toward. Let's go over your leg.
Oh,
Wait, did you hit it?
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9? Yes, you did. Roll for damage.
Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, 11.
Ooh, yeah, let's go over your leg. It's like,
Wham!
Suddenly, you're blind.
From ink or blood?
Ink.
Gross.
Yeah, disgusting. It's just like, it's much warmer now in the water. You're like, oh, man. No, it's not.
Well, at least I didn't cut off his wang tentacle.
I'm not done with the description.
Whatever.
So it goes. Oh, wait. It goes.
Droopy dog.
I don't like you. No, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't do that.
I was going to say, just droopy dog we're fighting?
There is a squirt of ink, a giant dark cloud that your seahorse just charges into. The fresh water continues.
I will. Oh, I thought I was getting a chance to do something else. Sorry.
That's okay. And there is movement in the kelp forest parts, and there's a bloom of dark ink that is a 20-foot cloud.
I'm going to use the fresh water to just push the ink out of our area.
I hold, because I can't see at the moment, but I'm going to ready my sword. But if I can see the thing, you can bet I'm going to strike at it.
You cannot see the thing.
Why?
You're right in the middle of it.
I mean, if the ink somehow moved. Otherwise, no,
You're just going to flail. You're going to flail mindlessly.
You're going to hit the closest thing in the water to you that you feel the pressure move by as Jackson shoots by your right shoulder.
Do it. Don't be scared.
Slash at it. It might be the octopus.
But I might hurt the horsey.
Oh, you might.
And Titus.
Oh, well, I guess that's a thing.
Close second.
So you're waiting for defensive.
Yeah.
You're
I'd like to hold. If he pushes stuff away with that water, I would still try to charge in and scoop him up and get out of there.
okay.
Try.
It begins to thin a bit. You're starting to. There's some color. There's some light. Your seahorse does not like. Your seahorse keeps swimming. Mm-hmm. It's going.
Yeah. So I'll try to get it to slow down.
Suddenly, you come out of the blacky inkness.
Okay.
Which is starting to part, and there it is moving through the kelp.
Okay.
Your seahorse has figured it out and is now chasing it. He's like, aha, get it.
I'm going to try to get it to stop.
What if these seahorses to like draw spears and be like, all right, men, we're the real Royal Guard. They put on helmets.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm going to try to get it to stop, pull back, or do the exact opposite of what I would do with a terrestrial horse.
Give me a roll.
I like how we make those distinctions. In
Roll to
seahorse.
14, so a 12.
Okay. It sort of slows like, wait, why would you don't want to, it's right there. We could get it.
I'm going to try to look around, head on a swivel, see if I see Radish.
The cloud is a good 100 meters behind you.
Going back that way.
You're like, come on back over here.
Come on back.
And it makes its way
Come on, Slimer.
into a crevice. Okay.
At this point, if it's retreated,
The ink is basically gone. Your leg has had the skin sucked off of it in a couple of places.
oh my god,
I will heal you as soon as we can stop.
In salt water, that sucks.
I'm gonna.
It's not pleasant.
I move towards my horse and try to get back onto it.
It floats underneath you.
Okay, then I sit on the horse, and then I guess we kind of got no time to bleed. But do I see like you going towards the cave, or do I see him at all going towards the cave?
He's coming back.
No, I'm coming back. I'm coming back because
The
thing
crevice.
went
There
away.
wasn't a cave. It was
Okay, good. Yeah, because we don't need to follow it.
No.
No, he's
I got
coming
it.
back. Everybody roll me 1d20. It's an intelligence roll.
14.
Can I add folklore or ancient history?
You're going to add folklore, sure.
Sweet. Then that only makes it marginally better. 11.
17.
Okay.
14.
All right, yeah, everybody's above a 10. Yeah, there you go. Your folklore tells you, there's all those stories. They're talking about, like, when you really want to attract, like, the big, ugly monsters, there should be blood in the water, right? I mean, it's like, that's like,
Damn it, Radish.
roar, that they do there. And then
Cure
notice, you guys notice there's just some, like, blood around his leg, and, like, he swims, and the cloud just sort of, like, fans out a little bit.
Cure
It's
wounds.
We need to get the hell out of
All
here.
right, give me a roll.
Don't roll one. For a second, I thought you did roll one.
That's when I saw that, too, and I went, oh.
9.
I was like, you all are going to die. What was the natural roll? An 8. Okay, just checking. I was like, that was a 1. Okay, no, I thought it was. I was like, okay.
That should at least stop the bleeding.
It does stop the bleeding.
Hey, we need to get out of here fast, though.
I'm all for that.
Yeah,
you see the nostrils on the seahorses sort of like they can smell it, and they're like, the mounts are getting nervous.
skittish.
Well, let's buzz.
Yeah, let's go.
They're like, all right, they're swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Everybody roll me a d20. Roll me d20, and here we
13.
go.
Nat 20.
18.
Okay. You see it first. The giant expanse, the drop-off, if you will, where the bottom of the ocean shifts from like a sandy floor to there's a ledge. There's like some dark down there, and it's now rock.
I'll point it out to everybody.
And you're all like, oh, yeah. And it goes off to the left and off to the right. And you're like, oh, this is not going to be good. And the guards, like, pull up.
They're just like, and we're out.
The guards are like, you'll want to go that way and down.
How far down?
Till you get there. You can't miss it.
We need extra protection if the guards are going to bail. I'm going to try to summon a pod of sharks.
I wouldn't do that. Not maybe.
Well, wait. If he summons all the available sharks in the vicinity and he can control them, then that means that the sharks aren't just going to show up and go, "I smell donuts.
Wait.
I'm going to eat that human over there."
Hold on. I heard you say if he can control the sharks. So if they still show up because he didn't do it right, then we're just like, all right, we're dinner.
unlike you, I can actually control my magic.
I'm gonna ring the dinner bell. And
Why don't you go for dolphins like I did with the Kraken?
Because they didn't help us, as I recall.
They did too. Says
Those
the guy who
dolphins
was
sucked.
drowning.
those dolphins sucked.
I'd rather not call another mammal.
Vampire dolphins.
From hell.
Yeah, they were. Yeah? Are you in? Alrighty. Make me a roll.
1920 with my bonus.
Okay. You reach out and you feel way off in the distance behind you. There's a tug. It's what you're looking for is that way. Your magics reach out in all directions. In front of you, it's like everything's dead. It's like you reach out and it's like there's just nothing there.
Okay.
And there's nothing, and you're like, yeah, oh yeah, it's way back over. Whoa, wait, what? It's one of the weirdest things you've ever felt.
Just kind of shiver and
What?
pull the thing behind me toward me.
Okay.
It's weird down here. Magic doesn't work the same.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, I thought we were waiting for your
No, it'll catch up.
your shark party.
It's swimming faster than we are.
Shark Party, Jeselnik.
That does sound like a movie I would watch on Cyber
Shark
Channel.
Party?
Shark Party! It's a
So you
beach party and everybody's invited. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Oh, no, sharks!
And we're the Horse Devers.
Excuse me, we're underwater. It's seahorse-ers.
Oh, Seahorse Devers. Sorry, you were right. I was
Yeah.
wrong. What did I think?
That's what shark. I'm laughing. Shark.
Shark.
Little do we know it was Sparrow going one pun too far.
Horrible.
Oh, shark got him. Oh, man, so bad.
So
Not
did
funny.
you hear about Jeselnik and the Shark Party?
No.
So there was the sharks, they had like attack people, right? and every now and then, right? And like 100 or so a year. And he was waiting for when he had his comedy show on Comedy Central. He was waiting for when a shark attacked a human, and the next human attack that happened was this guy off the coast of New Zealand. And the shark and killed this guy, and it was less than optimal. It was less than.
I can imagine.
It was not one of those. YouTube, whenever you get the opportunity, not right now, maybe later. Shark Party. He has a shark party on his show where he has like pictures of the shark and pictures of the guy, and it was like shark versus guy, and the shark won, and he's like, Shark Party! And there's like dancers, and there's like scantily clad shark suited like dancing girls.
Titties.
There was a shark lap dance that was involved. It was the type of comedy that was so
Offensive.
What are you hoping that
over
Sparrow's going to do with these sharks?
so over the edge that it was. I laughed so hard I almost punctured a lung. it was one of the funniest, and of course the entire country of New Zealand called to give the guy death threats because he was completely insane. It was terrible. It was bad. It was bad publicity for New Zealand all the way around. However, if you watch YouTube Shark Party, you will not be disappointed.
Horrible.
It was terrible. I do not endorse it. I do not like it. I think nobody should watch it.
You did too, like he busted a gut.
But if anybody should happen to see it, you will understand what sort of what kind of a sick, twisted mind I have, because I think it's one of the top 5 funniest things that I have ever seen in my entire life.
Jesus.
Wow.
It was
That's hardcore.
phenomenal. So now, whenever I hear the term Shark Party, I'm just like, I'm in. So good. So good. So, okay. The Shark Party's on its way. It's
Shark Party!
Shark Party!
Shark party. Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, they're like, go ahead. The guards are like, we're going to leave you here.
We're waiting for something to catch up.
If we, are you not?
It'd be a minute. Oh, don't you feel it?
Okay.
We have other escorts that are coming with us.
Who is coming with you?
Wait a minute. You'll see.
Hold up.
Nothing more ominous than a bunch of guards escorting essentially prisoners saying, no, hold on, you'll see it in a minute. Don't you feel that coming, officer?
Wait, what?
It's like Con Air right before the guy gets shivved. Just saying. It's just sort of a...
Big shiv.
Thing right there. It's another 30 seconds, and the guards are like, all of a sudden, the guards are just, you see their skin prickle and their fins on
Something
their neck.
wrong?
And they're immediately, they're ignoring you at this point, and they're looking around the little, 4 large, 12-foot, 14-foot long, just almost torpedo-esque through the water. The closest equivalent of what we would have would be mako sharks. They are they like a
Perfect
bolt out of these things are going 45 miles an hour if they're moving at all, and they fire past you.
Let's go, boys.
The guards are just like, we're out.
Like our escort.
They're swimming the other direction. They don't even want to be around you.
Scared the mermaids. Let's go.
All right, let's follow them.
They swim around. They swim and circle back and just sort of stop and give me another roll.
and they attack us. Great.
18.
That looked like a good
19
roll.
with my bonus.
Okay. They just kind of come in and they're like, okay. And you get the vibe from them when they're like, they're sentient, more sentient than you anticipated. And they're like, hey. We're like, yeah, okay, we're here to. They kind of like.
We leave him alone.
They look over kind of at Radish and they just sort of like you can see that you see the gills, and they're like, okay, and they're almost the nictating membranes, like, yeah, we get to, and then they're kind of like, no, okay, we're fine,
Let's go.
okay,
All right,
Sword just like, in my hand, just saying, just going to keep my sword in my hand with left hand on the rings, just going to.
okay. The seahorses are less than pleased. They're just like, no need us.
They're tense.
They're little timid at this point. Like they don't want to move too fast.
I stroke my seahorse gently by the neck and calm him. And like, let's go, boys. Come on,
Stop
we got shit to
stroking your
do.
horse. Let's get out of here.
There it is. Oh, he punched it. Your party begins to move forward and down.
Yay. Moving down.
Moving on up
Moving on down.
to the west side.
East side.
Moving down to the west side. No, moving
the
up
east?
to the east side. You're moving down to the west
No, we're
side.
moving reef side.
You are.
Moving around.
To a deluxe apartment in the
In the coral reef, obviously.
sky. Yeah.
Wow, Jackson, he just doesn't know. Too much privilege.
Stop it. White privilege, I guess.
Oh, wow.
First row problem.
No, coral is white. Oh, wow, man.
You're racist.
I can't even get.
Coral shouldn't be white, otherwise it's dead.
Oh, great. That was just a death threat.
And it's. Wow.
Can we play?
I'm
instead
trying.
of-
That's what I was trying to get to. Is the coral's all white?
Oh, wait. Well, I wouldn't know that. I don't know if my lore would know that. Darn.
Oh,
No,
good
we
point.
don't live near the ocean. We wouldn't know that.
Oh, okay, good point. All right, because like the coral's all white and it's all nice.
No idea what that means.
There are like there's different. There's the fan coral and there's the brain coral and and it's all like this pristine white. It's gorgeous looking. It's really the brightest thing
That's pretty.
because the light is kind of murky coming down through here, but when it hits the coral, the coral's all. It's almost like it's the opposite of a black light. In essence, I mean, it's really bright. It's brighter down here, and it all kind of slowly downhills its way. It's an incredibly large reef with just branch coral and tube coral and fan coral, and it's beautiful. You reach out and touch any of it?
No.
Like the little fan?
Not
Nope.
yet.
No?
Not yet.
No?
I think I would know enough about coral, just a general knowledge, that you don't touch coral.
No, you wouldn't know that. We don't live anywhere near the ocean.
I would.
I read. I don't go in the ocean, but I read.
Whatever. Radish, you don't read.
Okay.
No, he does. I'm the one who taught him ancient history. I mean,
If you learn from him, you definitely don't read.
Okay. One of the tail fins of one of the sharks taps one of the the big fan corals. It taps it, and the whole thing just crumbles.
Ooh. That's okay. Now, I may not know that
Okay.
much about coral. I know that's not normal.
Correct.
life. I can feel life as a general rule.
Yes.
Is there any life
In this
except
reef?
for us?
No.
None.
No.
Guys, there is no life around us but us.
What
What?
kingdom are we going to?
I don't
They
know.
said they subjugated
I'm
all
a
their
little
neighbors.
worried. We're the only living things around.
And
the
the-
only.
The Makos are sort of like we're like, you know, we swim and I don't really. Can we? They're like,
No, I need you guys.
And they're like, fine.
I promise you get to eat your fill.
Okay.
Of something.
They're like,
I hope you really don't
that
like.
sentiment is like, okay.
I'm hoping you're not gesturing over your shoulder. You can eat him when we're done.
When we're done.
Oh, what'd they
Right.
say? Nothing. They really like your sword. Oh, thanks, sharks.
Hey.
You're nice.
You're really, really nice.
Let us press on.
Yeah, we keep going.
Yes, the gradient continues to. You continue to go down. The ocean floor continues to get deeper. The light above you begins to get dimmer and dimmer. But the coral is still vibrantly reflecting light. So the little that comes through is bounced around, and it's really kind of cool. The bubbles on your faces are getting tighter, which is okay. You can still breathe, and everything's cool, but you're obviously going down. The pressure's increasing.
Yeah.
You don't. Every now and then you kind of gotta stop, work the jaw, maybe yawn.
Oxygen deprivation.
No,
it's pressure.
pop in the ears. Oh, and then you
okay.
feel better, and then you're like, oh, ooh, that's what I had to get that in there. Okay, everything's good. You come down and you start to find these large. You come to the edge of what looks to be a temple. Or there's large stone columns. They don't look carved. They almost seem natural.
Okay.
The Makos are really unhappy. They're like,
What's wrong?
We need to go
No, I need you
over
guys.
we'd rather. Oh, can we go up? Up is good.
No,
Back
I
is good.
gotta be down here for
That
my
I don't.
mission.
We okay. I get it, but I don't. This is not a good place to be. We don't need to be here right now. I'm just
But I'll make it worth your while.
okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah. And what do you do?
Guys, the sharks are trepidatious about this place.
Do they need?
I'm trepidatious about this place. This place looks, at the very least, haunted.
Yeah.
yeah. Do we
Okay.
need, do we need to bring them in with us into that temple?
No, they're coming with us.
Do we see any markings? Anything looks familiar?
No.
Okay, we're expected by these guys, right?
No.
No.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to. Okay, then.
Announce our mercenaries that come to slay you. No, it didn't. That didn't happen.
Well, we wanted to hear their story, so we wanted to parlay with them a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to parlay a little bit.
Okay, then.
But we're still bringing the sharks.
Well,
Guys,
still bring the sharks.
Guys-
I'm going to ride in front of the opening to the temple.
hold on. Time out. That princess or whatever the hell she is, she wanted us to bring their heads back. I don't think she gives two flying about.
Yeah, but we don't care about what
parlaying.
she has to say either. We want to parlay with these people so we know exactly what's going on before we start killing.
Also, what's the best way to what's the best thing to do when you know there's a trap?
Spring it.
Spring it. Okay, so I ride in front of the temple, floating on the seahorse.
Okay, there are columns, sort of unevenly spaced. And you weave in and out of several of the columns, and there's another row of columns, and a third row, sixth row,
Life.
10th row. No,
No life.
nothing. You feel the water move before you hear the above you.
Look up.
Okay. And there's something coming out of the tops of the columns. Almost looks like giant worms.
Okay,
No,
great.
This is an anemone.
Okay, riding back, but looking into the temple, and I raise my blade and say, "Hold! I've come to parlay."
There are more columns, and there's not. There's. It looked like a temple, and it just looks like more columns.
I think it's some. Well, I think it's some kind of anemone.
Yeah, Radish.
Okay, then we don't go in there, so we're not going to. Okay,
or don't stop. Just keep going.
Go. Forward.
really? Right
Yeah.
in there?
Go
You
forward.
can't stop in the middle.
The seahorses and
Okay,
sharks
I go.
are freaked.
All right.
Do any of the players know what tube worms are?
Yes.
Heard of them.
Okay. Now imagine if the tube was, say, 2-3 feet wide
And 30 feet tall.
and 30 feet tall.
Yeah. We need to go faster.
Yeah.
So we go into the temple.
It's not simple. It's just a series of columns on the ocean floor. We just need to go faster.
Okay, I'm
and
going
get through.
right through. Right through.
Okay.
Spur the horse on, start sea galloping.
The columns continue on as you continue to swim and ride. The tube worms are coming up out of the tubes, and now that you can see them, they're pale green, almost sickly worms, 35 feet long.
Wait, and they're not alive?
No.
You didn't feel alive, did you?
Oh, shit. We need to go faster.
I'm going as fast as I can.
No, but I'm ditching the horse and grabbing a shark.
Go faster!
The sharks are faster. Let's go.
Give me a roll.
16.
Okay. You see Sparrow slide off of one of the seahorses and grab the shark, and the shark at this point is like, I don't need to be told again, and it just shoots off. The seahorse is grabbed by two separate tube worms and they both wrap around it 3-4 times quickly and just tear it in half.
I'm an animal lover, and I've already established Radish is pretty attached to this.
The Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, so just spur faster.
The seahorse is like swimming. The roll me a d20.
I'm going to tell the other sharks to grab them whether they want to or not. Go.
16.
Okay. The two sharks slide up and nearly crush you into the seahorse. The seahorse loses its mind. The seahorse is just like, I'm done here. I need to escape. Dear God, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to froth at the mouth until I just black out. The two sharks smash you and the seahorse together, and you are rocketed forward.
Ah, this is cool. I like this one.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
like, and they're like, woohoo! You're like, ha 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 ha.
You're like a big pimple.
Your seahorse
Ew.
is losing its mind. Goldie Hawn is flipping out.
If we get to a section where I can release Goldie to go up into the sea, then I will.
All right, we'll see if that happens. What are you doing?
Just trying to get this thing to gallop, go as fast as possible, straight line.
The remaining two sharks, roll me a d20.
Do I add anything? If not, it's a straight 14.
It's a straight 14. Okay, you needed a 10. They do a similar move. You grabbed the last one. Your seahorse is gone. Those two grab you and your and Slimer, and they smash you together, and they...
Okay.
Everybody roll a single d20. The tube worms are now descending. You are riding in and out and between them.
13.
Christ. 2.
18.
Okay. Roll me 1d4.
Dang it.
1.
Okay. One of the Makos is hit, snared, and just disappears.
Ew.
The face of the tube worm comes by you, and it's an almost skeletal. Its eyes are sunken. Are those eyes? It almost looks as though that tube worm was undead.
Oh, I figured it out.
Okay,
I
just
believe it.
Figured it out.
Then it was in your face. Roll me 1d20.
I was going to swing with my sword. My sword is out. Established
Yeah,
that.
it is.
13.
13. Okay. The shark is able to continue to propel you forward. As you swing to hit the tube worm, you catch it right in the mouth, and it just slices in half for about 3 feet, and then it's gone. You've left it behind you. The shark is continuing to kind of try to shoulder into you, but you've slowed down.
Ditch the horse.
You two have noticed that Radish has started to fall behind.
After a certain point, I will...
Hold on. You're very close. There's 4 more, 6 more, maybe 7 more rows of columns until the expanse opens up and you're out of this field of tube worms. Radish is not as lucky. He has fallen behind. Do you continue moving forward or do you double back?
I'd double back.
The tube worms begin to descend in Radish's general direction.
I'm going to do something that may be really, really dumb.
Yay, dumb.
I'm going to combine 2 spells and throw it in the middle of them. I'm going to combine my flaming sword and a mage light and just a ball of hot light fire into the center of that mass.
Both of you roll me a d20.
18.
8.
Okay. What did you say you were doing?
Doubling back and trying to help Radish.
Okay.
Speed up.
There are around 8, maybe 10 tube worms that are converging on Radish. His sword is out,
Can I modify or wait till the next round?
and that'll do us tonight for Gaming with Scott.
Oh, you.
What were you saying you were going to do, John?
That's what I was
You
going to
were gonna hang out there for a minute until they hear
Until
us
next
next
time.
week.
Yeah, right?
Until next time. Alrighty, excellent.
We'll hear from you real soon.
And you'll hear from us real soon.
Bye.
And that's it tonight for us on Gaming with Scott presents Fantasy Weekly Book 2, To Save an Empire. You can always send us an email at feedback@gamingwithscott.com or catch us on Twitter. Joshua Jackson is at ActionJack853. Kelly is at Aerith. John Kennedy is at JKMyth. Rico is at R1C0. And me, Scott T, at GamingWScott. You can always find us on Facebook at facebook.com/GamingWScott. This is a Southgate Media production. Remember, we all hold fantastic realms within our mind's eye and can share that with those around us to make the world a better place. Bring that with you every time we venture out into the world. And as always, you'll hear from us real soon.